I can't think of a more evil human being than Jeffrey when it comes to YouTube. I saw the hashtag Justice for Vaughn, and I thought to myself, how could one mother of a Vaughn not help out another mother of a Vaughn?
Nothing good can possibly come out of this.
Hi. Say his name, right? Vaughn McCray.
Come on, everyone, give the video some likes. Make sure you share this with other people and tell your friends.
Jesse Smith is in Utah. I'm not trying to accuse anyone of crimes. I'm not accusing anyone of any crimes. I want to be clear. Oh, Vaughn does not want to be a Jehovah's Witness. If Jehovah's Witness elders are somehow involved in this, could you imagine? I had a boyfriend that was a Jehovah's Witness, and he got excommunicated, disfellowshipped because of me. I haven't accused anyone of anything at this point. I just can't get this sinking feeling out of my gut that something that she did caused this. And now it's just going to be a push. For law enforcement to see what all of us are seeing. She's one of those people that talks a lot and not everything is truthful. I would venture to say almost anything she said online was probably a lie. She will say something, but that doesn't mean it's true. I don't think she can remember all the lies. This is the hypocrisy of her. Ray's demeanor would look annoyed and irritated when the spotlight was not on her. If you're trying to talk about your own life while I'm talking, you're not actually listening. I don't think that makes sense, but whatever.
I did post about the engagement today. Fuck off, Lizzie. Luca, do you want to fight? Who else wants me to say fuck off? Do you want to go live with me and fight? I'll fight you.
Who the hell pops off like that?
You piece of shit.
Shut up.
Get the fuck out of my feed. You're an idiot. She gets really angry a lot on live too, I've noticed.
Shut the fuck up.
She gets really defensive if you ask her any kind of questions. No, I'm not on my second glass of wine. If you have a problem with people having a glass of wine, get the fuck out of my chat. She goes on and says, I'm not bothered, but then talks about it as though she's bothered.
I don't even care, you guys. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you think of me.
I don't care if people don't like me. I don't. And I don't care if people talk about me. Keep talking about me. Please talk about me. Whether you think I'm an asshole or not doesn't bother me.
I don't give a shit about what you say about me. I don't care what you think about me. Your criticism doesn't matter to me. And if you think and are so arrogant to believe that your criticism matters to me, you are sorely mistaken.
She also seems to have some sort of complex that makes her feel like she's smarter than everyone. I don't think that's standard practice. I know that post-trial, they can do those.
She has, in my opinion, this God complex, always right.
No, it wasn't approved that day. It was filed that day.
Everything.
Everything.
When I think of the 1990s, I think of like lava lamps, black lights, shag carpeting. That was not the 70s. Oh my gosh, that was not the 70s.
Narcissists can never be like, you can't tell them that anything, right?
I hate when I'm just trying to say shit and like people are constantly like correcting me.
You can't argue with a narcissist. You'll never win.
You can get names of people that called into police, but you cannot get names of people who called into CPS. No, it's not going to include their name. Mari, do you want to just derail everything that I'm doing right now and just make this so that you're right and I'm wrong?
You'll never, ever win.
I know all about him. Hi, Todd Chrisley.
People are saying, you can't trust Katie. She's going to say that you don't pay your taxes and she's going to sue you.
Oh, no. I don't pay my taxes? No, they're talking about Todd Chrisley.
I don't know.
That's because Todd
I don't
said
even know anything about that.
he just got convicted. So I did I was doing his case and he just got convicted.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Okay. So
narcissists have a tendency to project. And obviously, you know, he was convicted of tax evasion and defrauding banks of $30 million. Yeah, he's facing 30 years in prison. People that are looking and viewing at your stories, you can see who's looking at you. I'm the kind of reporter that likes to be able to show you the evidence that I have. And right now I can't really show you anything.
he goes out into the field like I do.
I'm definitely not that kind of reporter. I just don't have that capability. I do not leave the house very frequently. I wanted to go to the Josh Duggar case.
I'm going to stay in my corner in my house and not go out.
I wanted to go to the trial, not because I wanted to hear about what he'd done. I did request the body cam footage. Who does that? Who does that? Someone said to me, like, I feel like I want the old Dre back. And I'm like, there was never an old Dre. You're seeing her now for who she is. There's a lot of videos right now of Vaughn that are out online of him in the hospital. I don't want to put that on YouTube. I don't want to put him in the hospital on my channel.
A few moments later.
So here's an example where she says that he is off the vent.
Her page.
She's touching and moving his face and then saying he's moving his face towards her when she's clearly...
Give the man some privacy. That is, nobody wants to be seen in that state.
No. I'm not racist. Remember, while you're on this platform, that every single person that you're speaking about is a human being. You have to be respectful of them. He has no heartbeat. He suffers severe brain injury, has no brain activity. There's no brain activity. There has been no brain activity. He has no brain activity and no possibility of recovery. He has no brain activity. In the police report, it says no brain activity. The first time, no brain activity. They called a couple days later, still no brain activity. He had no brain activity. He has no brain activity, Ashley. He is not breathing on his own. No, he's not breathing on his own. Usually once they say that you have no brain activity, that's not considered what's a vegetative state. It would be that there's no brain activity. He had been without oxygen for a long period of time and he had no brain activity. When you have no brain activity, eventually what will happen is the brain will die and then you're considered brain dead. Can you imagine feeling so secure in your life that you're a woman that has no medical training who believes that you know more than a doctor? My son's first genetics doctor, she was so awful. I'm pretty sure she had autism. So they set us up with this chick named Dr. We go into the doctor's appointment. She has this attitude to begin with, and she's basically like,
First of all, I don't believe that your son can have multiple medical conditions. I don't believe that any child can have multiple genetic conditions. And I just think that your son has a malformed brain and all of his problems are because his brain didn't form correctly. And actually, if you really think about it, he's brilliant given the way his brain looks.
my God. His older sister was born when mom was 14, and Vaughn was born when mom was 16. Letitia was not immune to the hiccups that handle having to raise two babies. She passed a bad check. She had to go to jail for a little bit. He was in the shed. Why is he smiling? Because he's a psychopath. Oh, now I got Molly's phone number. We're like friends now. Okay. Oh, snap. People keep saying, oh, well, she's going to sue you guys for defamation.
You're not suing anyone for defamation. The most expensive and hardest to try. And in your state, only 2% is seen by a judge.
Yeah. My position here is that no matter who is involved, that everyone works together. Okay, let's hey Trinity, please, I'm thank you so much for being in here. Can we do a favor and just stick here? Just so we know. I'm just trying to like, all right. As long as people can work together, that's really what matters and how you actually can affect change.
Without a Crystal Ball says, so this is interesting. I'm about to release a bunch of audio. My source wants to make sure that the content is released through me. Okay. I know you are going live tonight, which I think would be a good time to speak about the audio, but can you direct them back to my channel to listen to the audio in full? The source is being really particular about this, and I want to respect their wishes. Sure. You don't want Molly Golightly or Justin to have these recordings.
Right, she wants to, that's hers.
Yeah, we'll go over there and we'll listen.
Yes. So we'll go over there and listen. So
these people on YouTube are just so competitive and just so catty. We need to remember that this man is a Marine and he is laying in a bed in a vegetative state. This is not about money or competition or or a pissing match. That's not what this is about.
I'm not in the business of getting into drama between other creators.
One thing that Without a Crystal Ball had said, I guess someone had said, hey, Marissa put out a 30-minute crash course video. And she said, I don't think that this could be summarized in 30 minutes. I'm an in-depth reporter. Well, guess what? I am not a reporter. I'm not an investigative reporter. I am not a part of the press. I am a commentator on what I see, and I definitely try to help the situation and help get the word out.
There is a local news reporter now that's looking into it in Yuma. She was posting about that. So there's a lot of stuff in my posts from today that you can see. Do you want people to stop speaking up for Vaughn, or do you want people to stop talking? Would you watch that video and think, that is someone who is stable? Just kidding. He needs to be treated with respect. That looks good.
Mashed potatoes. Thank you, Tony, from KFC.
The name Vaughn means hope, so let's make sure that we keep our hope alive for Vaughn. I cannot imagine how exhausting it would be to be married to a woman like this. Him to have sex with me and he was emotionless and I couldn't continue. Can you imagine telling this to your online friends? The contractions just wore out my cervix. These things have nursed to pancakes. There's nothing left after you nurse for 4 years.
What the fuck?
How could anyone want to have sex with someone who's, constantly nagging and complaining and micromanaging everything?
I'm just trying to direct him and he's just like, what? That's the angle. Don't. You're like,
saying that you're a loser.
Stop it. You're so ridiculous.
Not very attractive if you ask me.
No. My husband and I, we're all like, it's one pot. I don't care. Really, this is our only source of income.
I just try not to undermine my husband. My family depends on my channel.
So the settlement was his that he got from a surgery. I'm not going to say what the settlement was for, what surgery it was for. Due to sensitive issues around the surgery, I have been asked not to reveal any details about it. Something happened during a surgery that caused a lot of problems for him, and he had a settlement because of it. The info about the botched surgery was already put out there. Oh, the mother said it? Where did that get put out? I found out about that a couple days ago. So yeah, he in 2016, I think. I try to do a pretty good job of fact checking the shit that I put out. The mom said it last night. Okay. I didn't want to say it without someone from the family saying it. The surgery started after he wanted to leave her. Never had seizures before then. This woman has more online content than I could ever imagine. She has been online nonstop 3 to 4 times a day. I don't like to fight. I'm always getting into fights with people. I hate fighting.
Luca, do you want to fight?
It's like the opposite of my personality.
Sometimes I just like to say last names in a certain way because I know it'll like cause people to be like, you said that wrong. Like I like to say LuLaRoe just to bother it. Like because it upsets people that I don't say LuLaRoe. But I love to purposely mispronounce it.
I don't pay too much attention to the comments because I don't want to get upset. Okay.
Try to not lose my shit.
Questions, you guys.
Perjury is a crime. Okay, first of all, if you're gonna accuse me of a crime, please learn how to spell.
Well then, Linz, don't be here. I'll say goodbye to you right now. I'm not frustrated.
I'm not bothered, but then talks about it as though she's bothered.
I'm not frustrated. Overall, not feeling frustrated. No, I'm not frustrated. I'm not irritated. You didn't just get here. If you just got here, then you missed the whole thing we've been talking about. Okay, Bree, you've posted the same comment a million times. We're going to ask you to not spam the chat with this comment, although I appreciate the comment. Oh, it's because I'm a horrible person. I love you, Megan. I love you. Jail time. Yes, arrest me. You guys are so smart. You know everything. Y'all are being a bunch of Karens in the chat. Why are you being such Karens? I can't believe you're such Karens. You're so judgmentally Karen. Are they the Karens or am I? She wanted to have more children with Vaughn, even though she knew that he had had a vasectomy. I mean, there's a lot of things this woman says. The reason why he has a trach is because it's a permanent lung issue requiring long-term intervention. She also says mucus causes illness, when actually mucus is the product of illness. Mucus is a protective barrier. Thank you.
Yes.
She claims the protein comes from the mushrooms. I don't think so.
You're a dumbass. Hey, oh no.
So the hospitals and CPS have other people that they have to work with as well. So obviously Vaughn is not their only patient. She then starts saying that he's having seizures all the time. And like clockwork, she knows exactly when the seizures are coming, which is really wild. Like, how many of you know anything about epilepsy? It's like She knew seizures were coming even before they happened. I don't know anyone that has, I mean, I do know people that have epilepsy. I don't have any personal experience with it, but I've never heard of someone being like, every 45 minutes, I'm going to get a seizure. She says, my son is epileptic and I can tell by his reactions when he's going to have one. Okay, well that person knows. I'm sorry, your son has epilepsy. Sounds like it's very individualized. They're not getting any. Okay. So I've already been sending CPS the videos of the kids and that such, but
What?
I don't know what these stars are. Like, Facebook just gave me all these stars and I don't know what they do, but people keep giving them to me, so thank you. That's wonderful. I don't know what it means. I don't know if it means that you're giving me love. I don't know if it means that I get money out of it. I don't know. I thought everyone hated Mark Zuckerberg. The millennials and the Zers, I thought they were all on Instagram. She puts you on Block Island. Talk about, what they need. My son is just happy I'm not talking about Josh Duggar for 5 minutes. My son's always like, you're talking about that guy again.
Yeah.
There's no other reason I can think that someone would do this stuff outside of them just being damn evil. Maybe he's a wounded bird. Maybe he's a narcissist.
Notice how she's got the red eyebrows and like the flames. Like she wants to look like the devil.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Lizzie. I hope you, fuck off, Lizzie.